And we are live. Right. We're gonna actually learn about what today. It's in the lesson. I don't know if we're gonna learn it, but you can read it. Okay. Let's see. Well, Ben, if you've taken a month break, you can start again.
Okay. I am going to be honest with you. I didn't get a chance to do this, so this is kind of.
That's fine. We can do a quick recap. So one main thing we learned is adjective. Is unlike English, we actually reverse it in Coptic, which is very similar if you speak a language like French, actually, or Arabic or anything else where the adjective comes later. La petite fille. Is that the small girl? I think it's in French. The adjective comes later, right? Could be wrong. Anyway, so in Coptic, you have the main noun, and it's not typing. We have the main noun. It's still not writing. It's not working. So okay, until it works. So I'm gonna use my hands. We have the noun, and what comes after noun is all the adjectives for the noun. So you don't say the big boy, you say the boy big. And the way you put an adjective is you just put an N before it, the common N that we know of. That also means of, except, here we go. The only difference is it doesn't have an article. So if I want to say the, I like to use another one. Say the big, I wouldn't say the big boy, I would say the boy N big. And this just means, this is just the adjective. In English, that would be the big boy. Words don't have, and so in Coptic, there are no like adjectives like big. You can actually adjust. So the word poor also means the poor person. So you can say the poor came here. That's completely fine. You don't have to say the poor one or the poor person. It's just a noun. So basically any noun can be an adjective. You might wonder how do I make it, if I have an N, how do I make the distinction between that and the one of, is that there is no article. So if we say the boy, for some reason you want to say N the big, that means because it's an adjective, actually if you just say poor, actually that's a good example. So if you say the boy, I'm using English, so you just see the exact distinction, N poor or N the poor. So the boy and poor means just the poor boy. It's an adjective because there's nothing here. There's no article. If I say and the poor, because poor also means the poor person or the poor one or the poor man, that's the one that's like of the poor. So it'd be like the poor's son at this point. So you can say, so in English, this would be the poor boy. This would be in English, the poor, say the poor one's son. You know, shere works both ways. The word would be for boy would be shere. Because there's an article right here. So N is used everywhere, but without an article, so there's a distinction. Quickly, we also did the numbers. The numbers would take the N right after them. So you would say shomt in alu. So that means, so you say bishom, that means the 3 N just means an adjective, and then the 3 youth. So yeah, between the number and the thing, and then you can say, if I say A3 youth, obviously there's not A3 youth, but if you want to say like indefinite article 3 youth walked around here, you just say like Ushomtenalu. It takes singular, if I remember correctly, because like it's a single 3. That's it. Questions?
Do all the numbers take a singular article, even if they're referring to multiple things?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Should be.
If they didn't, I imagine they would have some sort of plural form, or at least some of them would, simply because there's a feminine and masculine distinction. I'd imagine if there was ever a plural 3, or
if you want to say the plural 3, be like the 3s. So there's like a multiple 3. But if you just say three phones. It just is singular.
Right.
Best way to practice check is just look at. We're gonna go through the assignments. If we find a plural one, we'll just remove from it. Remember that snow and one do have a tiny exception, and we're gonna get to see them in the practice. All right.
Okay. I'm all set to go when you guys are ready. Actually, I just wanted to.
For the vocab, if you don't know, do you know the vocab for the first one?
I know the first two vocab for the first two.
Okay.
Actually, I think I'm okay for this. I saw it and I blanked. So
Let's do it.
okay. So ukera and hiki. So that's that's a poor woman.
Yeah.
Or no, a poor widow.
Yes. So let's call it a widow poor, just so we can match them. Yes. This means a poor widow. Feel free to give me proper English or in reversed Coptic. So your call.
Okay. And if for some reason we wanted to make the word hiki the poor, so then it would be npiki.
MP hiki or
npiki, because the mu before.
You just put an article. So yeah, if you say in uhiki, that means the widow of a poor man. That would literally that means the widow of a poor man.
Okay, if we're using indefinite. Okay, cool.
If you want, of a poor man or of the poor man, it's up to you. It's very random. It's like completely your choice.
Okay.
Context.
That's if we were using n as a genitive and not as an adjective maker.
Yes.
Okay.
N is used everywhere. Whenever you're in doubt, put an N, you'll be right.
Okay, cool. So then tainishti mpuli or mpili. Gonna be a tough habit to break with Greek on that.
Your call. Keep the Greek. The Greek is fine.
Okay. So the or this broad gate, or no, these broad gates, because they're plural.
Great or big? I'll just go with big.
Okay. These big gates. Or is it one? Okay, because the tie refers to the whole thing, so it's this big gate.
Yes.
Because that's not the plural n.
Now it will be these. Yes.
Okay. Oh yeah, right. Because tie. Okay, great. Cool.
I'll give you one more.
Okay, sure. So uvok and pistos. So the faithful servant.
Yeah, faithful servant or believing servant. Both are fine.
Cool.
Okay, David, go ahead. You're muted.
Sorry. Udro and Dikeos, a righteous king.
Yes. Right, next one.
Bailaos and Apistos, this unbelieving people.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Tivoche Emponedra, the wicked female servant.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the wicked servant. Awesome. Unishtin hegemon, a great governor. Penmenriteniot, our beloved father. This could have been Peniot and Menrit. It's the same. Coptic can choose to reverse the nouns. I guess that's what he's trying to do here. Occasionally, it can. It can also mean actually our father, the beloved. It can work this way. So which one you're emphasizing? Like my beloved, who is also my father. So it's flexible here. A word like nishti, a Coptic has a preference for nishti to come first. It's a preference. It can come after, but just more commonly you see before, just like kuji. So pikuji in Tibt is actually the small fish. Or if you remember from the vocab, could also mean a little. So you can be a little fish, the little fish. So as in like not like a little bit. But I'm gonna guess that he probably means here the small fish. But it can also work. If you say ukui in depth, that can also mean like a little fish. It can. Or a small fish. It's ambiguous in this case. Uchale in hike. A lame or crippled poor person. Or a poor, there is also a crippled poor. Sorry, that would be a poor, a poor crippled. So it's probably more correct. Because chale is the main word. So in English, crippled person or a crippled one. And then the poor is more like the adjective. That would be the more common way to do it. Oh, here we go. That's a tricky one. Ben, go next.
Okay. Ukuji enough. So that's a small, no, uji.
Yeah. Small is one of the meanings.
So that's the noun here, right?
No, it's the adjective. So in kuji,
Oh,
and
okay.
it likes to come early.
Okay. A small. I'm blanking on off. I'm sorry.
Off is meat.
Nose?
Off is meat.
What?
Meat.
Meat. Okay, it's like sarks. Okay.
No, used to be, but it refers to literally meat that you eat.
Okay, so
remember we had soma,
right,
sarx, and then the Coptic equivalent of soma is body, sarx is flesh, off is
meat.
Is meat, right. And also fly, like the fly, the insect.
Oh, okay, they're the same. They're homophones. Yeah. Okay.
I'm not sure if they're the same word or they sound the same. Yes.
Okay.
Similar to how the word deer used to just mean animal in general, and then eventually it got specified to the, I don't know, the scientific word for a generic group of deer, but deer used to be the word for animal.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Cool. Specialized into a meaning of just the particular deer when we think of deer.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if something happened with off being fly because flies are attracted to meat or something gross like that. I don't know. Or they're just words that sound exactly the same and they're written exactly the same. I don't know. That happens too. We have dove and dove, and one's a verb and one's a type of bird. So I don't know. So it's a small portion of meat.
Yeah, so you can say like a little meat, or like a small meat would be. Also, kuji can also mean like I think if you use little, you'd be fine because if you say a little boy, it just means small.
So here the n is of, right? Or is it?
Here the what?
Here the n is of. It's a genitive.
Because you still don't have an article. But kuji can also, if you want to say a little meat, you don't say a little of the meat in English. It's like you say a little meat. So the meat is the main word and a little is the adjective. So similarly, with Coptic say ukuji enough. You're just adjectivizing the off.
Even though it's technically a noun, you're giving it the adjectival form.
Yes, the Coptic has like just adjective words. Every noun can work in both ways.
Okay. Cool. Okay, and it's two more, I think. So, hello and savi. So, an elder woman or a nun a wise elder woman or a wise nun.
Yeah, a wise elder woman. Yes.
And then Nephmatetes Ampistos. So his student, or no, it's not a full sentence. Or maybe it could be actually. His student is wise. Or no, his student is faithful.
You wouldn't use M
his faithful student.
You wouldn't use M for is.
Okay, right. You'd have pe or something like that at the end. Okay, so his faithful student.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. David, next.
Right. Pieto and Chale, the lame horse. Han Hyomi and Sabeo, some wise woman.
Mm-hmm.
Pidekeos and Romi, the righteous man.
Mm-hmm. Perfect.
Do you want more, or is that it?
Do you want to go on more?
I'm indifferent.
Go for it. Go for it. It's fine.
All right. The Menrit and Mamau, my beloved mother.
Seems like you wanted to say it. Okay.
I'm actually. Is there any? Could you think of any case in which that M Mao could be confused as Mao?
Yeah, it can literally means my beloved who's over there. No,
Okay.
my beloved there. Not over there. Over there will be etemau. So yes, yeah, okay.
Okay.
That's the beauty of Coptic. It all happens all the time. Okay, what's up, Karas? How's it going?
I'm good. I just came late because I had to do some stuff.
No worries. Okay, Ukuji and Shteko. That's a small prison. I wonder why.
Good that you haven't good that you haven't went away that far because what do you call? I had all my notes here, all the things. So yeah.
Yeah,
Good
no,
thing.
we didn't go that far. Okay, Nihbewi imponieron the wicked things. And then Nisaji and Sabeo, that will be the wise words. Okay, let's do two each. We'll start from the top alphabetically. Let's go with Ben. Give me two.
Okay. Painishti and Namos. The big law, or this big law, or can it also mean important, or is it just big or large?
It's great.
Great. Okay, that makes it this great law.
If you're gonna say the great mystery, the great law, it just means something big.
Okay. Cool. And then Tasabe and decals. So the wise man is just, or the just wise man.
Yes. The just. So just is the adjective in English, and then it'll be like the wise one.
Okay.
The wise man. It doesn't have to be the one. It's not. We know very well. It's gonna be masculine.
Right. So article there.
It's not because men are wiser. It's just because we have the word P for a definite.
Right. Yeah, because it's masculine in this sentence here. Okay.
Here, the status is back.
Are we doing 2 or 3? I just wanted to check.
Let's stick to 2 for now.
Okay, sounds good.
David, give me 2.
All right. T. Parthenos and Sabel, the wise virgin.
Mm-hmm.
Nen Menrari and Sheri, our beloved children.
Our beloved children. Yes. So you can see here, this is the singular B, Menrit, and here we've seen this a lot. We have Sabe. Sabe will be like the plural for Sabe, which is, and then this is the masculine, this is the feminine. I saw the plural somewhere, and this is the plural. So it happens sometimes, but not all the time. Koji remains the same. Actually, most of them remain the same. Okay. Nice. Karas, give me the next 2.
Okay. Bimish in apistos. Okay, so Bimish is the crowd. Okay. And in apistos is, I think, is the unfaithful.
Yes.
Actually, is closer to the word apostate in English.
Yeah, could be. Yeah, similar. I
Yeah.
can make. I mean, the vowels are a bit different, but yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, give me the full meaning in Arabic or English.
Okay. The crowd are not are or the unfaithful crowd.
Yes. The unfaithful crowd. And if you want to take it, if it makes it a lot easier for you, it actually matches the same order in Arabic. So you can actually say I don't know, Gumhur. You can say
Sha'ab.
Al-Kafir. Shah would be Laos.
Oh
So,
yeah.
so it follows the same order in Arabic, where the adjective comes later. Okay, give me one more.
Bifshiri in Chale, which means his lame son.
Yes. So you can say Ibnu al-Mashlul. So same order. All right. Good work. Okay. Ni poneros nemnia gatos. So the wicked, say ones, and the righteous ones. So here you're just using the word that used to be an adjective as a full word. Tishimi impistos, the believing woman. Okay, let's start doing numbers. Start with Ben again.
Okay. Shomt and Joy. That's 3 ships, or no?
Mhm. Yeah. Three.
3 ships.
Yep.
And then Shompty, 3
Mhm.
ships. Then Shompty and Eshtain, or
Mhm.
Shompty and Eshtain.
Mhm.
So that's 3 Eshtain. Friends? No, 2 next. Okay. Thanks.
Friend is Speer.
Spare. Right. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. David, give me 2.
All right. By Shumtanahil, these 3 days.
Perfect. These. So you see this became plural, even though it's singular here. 3 days.
Dul and Hibos, 3 garments or robes?
Not 3.
3? Oh, 4.
4. 4 garments. Okay. Nice. Carlos, give me 2.
So if though in Khira, I don't know Khira,
Wait,
but like I know if though it's like
The one above it. Number 5.
okay, yeah, I know. It's okay. If though is number 5, it will be a 5.
Do number 5.
Oh yeah. Okay. So if though is
The
4.
one above it.
Oh yeah. معلش لخبطت حتى. بفدو in Dao, which means the 4 mountains.
Okay. Also, in old Bohairic, they don't say in Tau. It would just be Tau, because it's an Omega.
Okay.
Okay, next one.
Fdoe in Khera.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know Khera, but like Fdoe is like 4, and yeah. I don't know the Khera.
Do you think Hera is singular or plural?
I think it's plural.
Okay, it's not. But is it masculine or feminine?
Feminine.
Yes.
Because of Doe, because it is the A is different.
Yes. So it's for widows.
Yeah. Oh, widows.
So Arba Arom.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Taif, Towen, and Tole. That would be these 5. And Tole is commands or commandments. Y monachos. That's just one monk. Ben, next two.
Okay. We empule or we empili.
Your call is fine.
That's one gate.
One gate. Why is it? What's the difference between we and why?
Oh, good question. Oh, it's because it's feminine, so the vowel changes.
Which one is feminine?
We is feminine,
Yes.
but Y is masculine.
Yes. So the way I remember it is like feminine takes an extra e sound. So if you're already Y, it'll be like we. You know, if you're already two, it'll be two. Shomte. Just an extra e going into it. So if you're already an e, you make it full e.
Is the plural different? Is it oi?
There is no plural.
There's no plural.
One is two.
Oh, well, that makes sense. Well, you can't say ones because you'd use the indefinite article in that case, I guess.
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay.
All right, one more.
Yeah. Okay. So, esna. Oh, esna.
This is now.
Esnau.
Yes.
Esnau.
Mm-hmm.
So that's two twos.
No, that's two. Now it's chain.
Oh, okay.
That's
Thank
two.
you. So two chains.
And then
Cool.
for two, you revert it. All with the there's no. It's always just like revert it, and there's nothing in between.
I actually went and like searched it up like at the dictionary, and I didn't find I found different meaning than this.
You found a different what?
Different meaning.
For what? For which one?
For the sna.
For just sna, not snauha.
Oh yeah. Okay, so yeah, I think that's why. But like, okay.
No. I'm asking. Did you find sna?
Yeah, I found.
I don't have sna in mind. But also from Lemden, he probably uses snow because one of the words in the dictionary. So that's my guess. But what's the meaning of snow?
I think it's like I wasn't sure about it, so like I deleted it. Like I didn't put it. So yeah, and I don't remember.
I just looked it up on the Coptic dictionary, the online one, and it's just chain or fetter. And
Yeah.
it looks like in the Bohairic.
Yeah, that's
It looks
the
like there's snau and sna.
What's
It looks like
what's
it's just
snow? So what do you see snow as?
it looks like it's just a different form.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You wrote it differently.
Okay.
But the English translation is kind of old-fashioned. I mean, maybe it's just American English doesn't tend to say fetter except for in older writings. So
I just chain.
it says bond or chain or fetter. So
Sweet. Good to know. All right, we'll keep snow as is. I remember in Lemden, I've only seen it as snow. Maybe it's a Bohairic equivalent. All right, snow it is. Thank you. Thanks for checking. And thanks for telling us, Karas. Karas, did you do one or two?
I'm gonna do two. I have no problem.
Okay.
Yeah. Before the snow. Okay.
Sure.
Before. Well, I didn't know. Well, I tried to look at it. I didn't find it.
Val is I. Val is I. Ain.
Ain. Oh yeah. So it will gonna be his two eyes.
Mm-hmm. I wonder which dictionary you use that doesn't have val. It's a very basic word.
I mean, like, if I didn't find it in the dictionary, I was just gonna go to write it in Google, go to the chance, and if I saw something that it means it, if I saw it and it means it, okay, that would be good. I would just put it.
Okay.
This is kind of a random question, but does Arabic have a dual number?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
It has a full conjugation for duals. Yes, like ancient. Coptic doesn't. There are some leftovers, like this now, or the word like epahu. Well, conjugation-wise, there isn't, but Arabic still maintains it.
Cool, thanks.
All right. Abot now is 2 months,
Okay.
and then Rompi Snooty is 2 years. And that tells us that Rumpi is feminine. All right. Ben, give us next two.
Okay. Tiu or Tiu and Avot. Let's see, Tiu. That's one of the numbers. So this this fifth abbot? No, that's not right.
Not fifth.
Avot is not abbot, it's something else, right?
These 5 months.
Months. Okay. These 5 months.
Mhm.
Okay.
All right. Next
And
one is a
then-
good one.
Cool. So Etiu and Kuji enjoy. So 5 boats, 5 little boats.
Yes. Yeah. 5 little boats or 5 small boats. Okay. Karas, give me 2.
They were in Rompi and Agatos. Okay, so I think is that 5 good years.
I have a feeling it's a should be Romy. Let's just go with Rompi. 5. Yes, 5. No. Yes, sure. Just like righteous. Agathos, I've only seen it as righteous and just. Yeah, 5 just years. Whatever that is.
Okay.
When I looked at Agathos, I only saw it as good.
Yeah.
I looked at it generically and not throughout the book. So.
Oh, like as in it can mean good in like a good sense.
Like yeah, just I just saw it as good.
Okay. I've only seen describing human, like when you say like Pinyot and Agathos, our righteous father, or Pekiot and Agathos. You're good. We translate in English to your good father, yes, but it usually just means like good in the sense like good, just, righteous person. Sure, works
In
for me.
ancient Greek, it has a lot more potential senses. Maybe it can mean noble as like kalos a little bit too. So
Yeah, that's the meaning that I've seen it was Coptic. Not like just it's a good day. Like I wouldn't say I would just use nane, which we saw in the prayer earlier.
Okay.
Okay, next one.
I think it will gonna be like woman and 5 good. Or good 5.
No, there's no 5.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's 2.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna be 2 good women.
I would just say righteous. Just women. Okay, let's see next. Puro is now the 2 kings. Okay, that's full sentences. Oh, we're almost done. Nice, and we're way out of time. Okay. Oh, why do I have to start? All right, let's see. Etakpo, etaipolis, and now. So, and it now, that's a when, which means we get the second perfect. So that would be when did you, and po means reach. When did you reach to this city? In Bohairic, you would want to say fuck. Any questions about this one? Great.
No, I don't.
Okay, Ben. Give me 2.
okay. I'll quote Enu, Kuji, and Paulus and Mao. So they let's see. Quote says they went.
No. Code. Building.
Not quote. That's quote.
Code is built.
Build. Okay, thank you. I was thinking of code or co. Okay, they built they built a small city
Mm-hmm.
here, Mao,
Not here.
or there, over there. Okay. And then on wo, amau, emphote or emphotoe, and rompi.
Emphstoe,
And
sorry.
so
Emphstoe.
emphthoe. Okay, thank you. On wo, amau, and emphtho, and rompi. So let's see. They.
Not they.
Not they. Oh, we.
Mhm. If you don't know the vocab, you can tell me.
Yeah, I'm having some trouble with the vocab.
So wo would be settled or live or stayed or any of these.
Okay. So
I would just say
we dwelled there. We stayed there.
yeah, I like we dwelt. Yeah.
Okay. So we dwelt there. For 5 years.
Not 5.
Or 4 years.
Yep. So and number and rompi, that means like for something. So for 4 years. Yes. Just an expression. Just know it when you say n number in rompi. That means for number 4 years.
Okay.
Okay. Awesome. David, give me 2.
All right. ⲧⲏ webet et bewa. Why did you fight him?
Yeah, that is great. Do you want to break it down?
Break it down. ⲧⲏ is why did you, feminine, and then the T relating to the webet, where webet is the pronominal form of webe, which means against, so give against, which is fights, and the fa is just the subject, which is him. It could be it, but probably him.
Yeah.
And then the bewa is the why.
What tense is this?
It was second.
Yes. Yeah, second perfect. Why did you use second perfect?
I forget the exact reasoning, but essentially the et bewa,
yeah,
at the very end,
yes,
signifies that it's
just like the and now.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Thank you. Next one.
Nim petaf shini and soy. I had who is he who sought after me?
Say that again. The beginning again.
Who is he?
Uh-huh.
Who sought after me?
Yeah. Who is he that sought after me? Do you want to break it down?
Nim is who. Pita is a contraction of pe and etta.
Mm-hmm.
And the fa is the subject. Shini and so is to seek after.
Yes.
And the e is me.
Yes. Perfect. So just quickly, so it's like nim pe plus eta. So it is who, or he is who, that song. Who searched for me? Okay. Karas, give me the next one.
Okay, this is little. So yeah, what is the name of the village which we reached we reached it in that night?
Perfect. That's actually perfect. Can do it one by it says actually what is the name of the town or village? And then we have it, so that y'all reached it, and it refers to back to the town in, and then it and mouth together in that. Then we have this is evening or night.
Yeah.
Yeah, good work, amazing.
I have a question. I think you mentioned earlier that if you want to say what is your name, you say Neem.
Yes.
Is there is the reason why you wouldn't use name here is because the thing is not a person.
Very good question. Very likely. Let me check lambda for you for this. Let me see. Make sure there's no. That actually makes a lot of sense. I never noticed it, but that makes a lot of sense. But because usually naming is you're named after. It used to be like you're named after something, so it's like kind of like who is your name? So George. You're kind of like named after Saint George, kind of. It's kind of what they.
Yes.
But if a village is called Ontario, probably no one cares. But let me check.
Unless the village is named after a person. But
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, no, it is Upe. I'm checking London, it's Upe. So it is Upe, so your analysis is most likely correct. Probably, you can ask on Discord, but you're probably right.
Okay.
Let me...
Anyways, okay. Can you scroll a little bit? Yeah, thank you. So this is the day of the beloved son. Of our beloved son.
Okay, it's a fun. Let's just translate as is. In London is chro, so like the voice, but let's just go with this word. Because it's so and this is the day of what?
Our beloved son.
Perfect. Our beloved son. Just so you know, in case it doesn't make sense, the original sentence is chro, so the sound, the voice of. Okay, let me do 2. Impiwosh isachi nim pi chale etemau. So I did not want or wish to speak or talk with the etemau. So we're just gonna bring it over there and just say that. Let's say lame person. You see here, there's no chale just used as a person. Okay. Let me check this is fine.
Actually, I found something about Charlie.
About what?
About Charlie, like is that I found like in old Armenian that that there's a word. This word is there's a word in Armenian is called also Charlie. It's from the etymology of the Coptic.
Nice. Armenian.
The old Armenian.
Very
which
cool.
is like
I know
yeah.
Armenians lived in Egypt in the 12th century. I don't know if that has anything to do with it.
Yeah. Actually, there was like a manuscript I think that they found like in Der Surian. So like they found it. It had like Amharic, which is the script of the Ethiopians and Eritreans, and Arabic with Syriac and Eastern and Western dialect, and Armenian, all Armenian.
I know the Psalmody, the one from the Psalmody, right?
Yeah, this is a Psalmody.
Yeah, from the Psalmody, yes.
That's an amazing number of languages in the manuscript. Really cool.
Yeah, because that was at that time like Oriental. That was like signifies like a unity between the Oriental Orthodox sister churches. That's why.
It's really cool. Like 3 different continents.
Okay, makes sense. Well, correct it. Okay, this one is actually a little bit tricky. Upe pishi etaf po erof inje pai hello in the chaos. Who wants to do this one? Because it took me some time to actually figure it out.
Let me try.
So, like, everyone try, and whoever gets it first, just go ahead and speak. Like, do it first in your head, so others have a chance.
I wrote it before, so yeah, I'm already set.
Oh, okay. So let's get someone else who didn't try, because it took me a minute to get it. David or Ben?
I could try it. So what is, I got that part. Did you just cross out one letter in that? So pishi.
Yes.
So upe pishi etapo or etapo erof enge pai hello endikaos.
Mhm.
So what is? I feel like there's a vowel change that happens there. Maybe not. I'm forgetting the word she, but maybe it's. No, erof is to him.
Mhm.
Or his. No.
Not in this sentence.
Okay. David, if you have a better handle on this, feel free to take over for me if you'd like. I don't want to.
I've already attempted this one, and I did it with shy, and it didn't really make any sense. And I'm like,
shy. Okay.
It's definitely not shy because it doesn't make any sense. But with she, if understanding that she is in this case is like a measure or weight, is that correct? Understanding what she is.
Yes, and there is a better translation for the word she in here.
Okay, so what is the measure which he attained?
It's not like
another. No,
it's like the same meaning, but a better one that suit in English that suits the sentence.
Oh, never mind. Amount.
What's the value?
Close. Karas, you can try if you want.
Okay, so I think it is like a measurement of something like
No.
of I think like of what do you call?
No, it's not.
Yeah.
It's not like you're measuring something.
Yeah, Oshi, what is the measurement? Maybe.
No, not on this one. Okay. This one is like measurement or counting or esteem.
Esteem.
So this one will be what is the? You remember it's like
okay. I see.
Of she or au she. He was counted. He was esteemed. He was counted. So what is the? I think that's word would be like esteem. Or the measure, but not measurement as like measure the measure stick, but like measure as in like the great, someone of a great measure. I don't know if that's a thing, but someone of a high esteem. So that he, see who's he, that he reached it. So in this case, the erof, the fey refers back to she, the she, and then namely this righteous
monk.
And that's the one, and that's because he's righteous, he reached a high esteem, and the fey in here refers back to Ⲩ. So etaf goes back to Ⲩ, and then erof goes back to she. And she, in this case, one of the meaning of like she is like you measure, you weigh, you count, you esteem. There's like
wait.
giving something.
Is it the height? Is it the height?
No. It's like ma'am. So you're giving something its worth, kind of. So whether it's in counting or you measure or someone of high esteem.
Value is value just a judging better.
Value would be a perfect word. When you value something, you measure it, you count it, you esteem it. Yes.
Yeah, because I had the rest of it because with the shy it just made no sense. But
yeah, shy means feast.
Yes.
Or rising.
So I looked it up and named it, and it was she.
The Discord will help us a lot.
All right. Was it? Oh, I did it. So we only have 2 left. Let's do one each. Who's next? Ben, give me one.
Okay. Etak nuju evol tone.
Mm-hmm.
So nuj is or nod is throw.
Yes.
So you threw them away. Let's see, then tone. Or no, why did not why. Tone's a question word, I think.
Think of this together.
Where? Oh, evol tone. See.
Actually, sorry, my bad. I'm not gonna influence your answer. I think it can work both ways, but your choice.
Okay. Tone could be a question word, right?
Yes, and it
And-
means what?
Okay. What? Okay.
No,
what
no.
did you throw?
Sorry. Like, what does it mean?
Oh, I thought it meant when.
No,
But-
no. What does it mean?
Okay. Where?
Where? Yes. It's only
Where?
one.
Okay, that makes sense. Where did you throw them away?
Yes.
So
And
the who is them?
what tense is this?
Oh, it's second tense.
Perfect. So where did, because emphatic.
Where did you? Yep. Throw them away.
All right. Throw.
Could also be cast out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a nice translation too.
Cast out. If it's people, it's probably going to be cast out. If it's just a thing, it's probably be throw.
Okay,
Right.
I have a good thing. Like how about like ⲧⲏ ⲧⲏ like أول tone. Like
Where did you cast Satan?
where did you cast away the demons?
Demons would be daimon. No, Satan. Satan has to be Satan.
Or Satan? Oh yeah, the demon. Yeah, yeah, you're right.
It's a little bit not clear if you speak Arabic. There is. I'm not gonna write it because I don't want to assume he exists. I mean,
Mhm.
sorry, acknowledge his existence. There's one Satan, one devil, and many demons. So in Arabic, they're all shayateen and shaitan.
Mhm.
And shayateen. So
Mhm.
everyone's a Satan and the little Satans. But in proper, there's one devil, where there is Satan and many demons. That says like
Yeah, in other words.
I learned that very recently. That's pretty cool. But yes, I'm not sure if you can use ⲧ for the demons. I'm gonna guess why not, because especially if you say ⲧ evil, yes.
Is that in Islam or is that in Christianity for that?
Christianity?
Okay.
You're talking about like casting away demons.
No,
Damn.
the hierarchy, right?
That's in Christianity, bro.
Yeah, and the hierarchy.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, the hierarchy in
I just was
Islam,
checking.
they have different things like jinn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Demon.
I thought that like hell was a belief in both religions.
It was, but the hierarchy of the devil is a little bit different. So in Christianity, you have the Satan, like the main guy, and then little demons, it's
Okay.
called like Satan or whatever.
Okay.
But in Islam, they have like multiple. I'm not sure, but I think there are like multiplication, like the devils, and then you have the jinn, which are like the bad spirits. Not
Right.
too sure, but it's different.
That's interesting. I didn't know that. Cool. Thanks.
It's a little bit different. All right, who's next? David, give us the last one.
All right. ⲧⲏ ⲧⲏ and ⲧⲏ I finished their city in a year, or completed.
What if I told you, let's just change this one? I'm not sure about this one. Could be. But let's just go with something I'm more comfortable with. What's the word? Let's go with this.
Well,
Yes.
all right. I need to remember what woe is off the top of my head. Whoa, set. I sat in,
Not sad. I just lived.
lived, or I dwelled in
Mm-hmm.
their city of a year?
For a year.
For a year. Okay.
Remember we said if you want to say for 5 years or 4 years in Toe in Rompi. So remember that U from the indefinite article that it just means one from Y. So you end up with the N U, and U doesn't optionally take row N, so you get N Rompi. And that's an expression that means for a year.
Okay.
That's basically if you think about it as the singular of this. So N U Rompi, that's for a year. Same way you can say for 1 year or for a year. Same thing. You can say in we and Rompi if you want to, but you can do both. All right, we are done. Wow, we are way ahead of time, which is amazing. So the next lesson is actually not terrible. Doesn't have a core thing, just like how to use a few words. So for that, but again, this book tends to be a little bit more not concise. So to prevent this verbosity, we're gonna do it from Linden, and it translates very well to Bohairic for the most part. And if it doesn't, I'll let you know. But we should be fine. And just for the sake of being concise, no, the book is bad, but you can read it from the book. And again, if you're ever confused, the homework should be your best bet to learn anything. So yeah, it just says the organization here is a little bit better. Can I type right here? Yeah, looks like I can. Sweet.
Just a quick mention to Cross's comment about using knowledge for casting out demons.
Mm-hmm.
Looking at Luke, was it? I'm looking at chapter 11, 14, and 15. It uses the verb hioi, which means to strike, cast.
Oh wait. I have the Coptic Bible over here. Wait a second. Let me see.
Okay, so it doesn't use cast. Yeah, cast I've also seen in the sense of like throw. So it could be rather than take out. Or kick. Actually, so the word that would be used in Arabic is like, it's more like actually kick out rather than cast, like as in throw. So it's not throwing; he's just kicking you out, like kick you out of the house,
or striking them out.
Yeah. Okay, so some words like ash, u, nim, we've seen them a lot. Ash means like which or what, but or what, but when you have like a very defined set of options. U is what, when you're not sure what this is. And in Arabic it's so it's in Egyptian actually. And then nim means who. It's easy. You can see there is no in Coptic concept of whom and whose, so that tends you are gonna change things around. And he also saw that Coptic can choose to put the word of the interrogation where the actual meaning would belong. So if I say you're hanging out whom, rather than saying who is your brother, I would say your brother is who. You can't say that. And rather than saying when is the feast, you say the feast is when. So remember, feast is in it now, and you put at the end. I'm going where, which means these interrogation marks, they're used very flexibly to replace the word where you're unsure of where you kind of want to ask about. So think of them as fillers. So they don't necessarily always change the structure of a sentence. Even when you say as a upe, the answer is always something that can replace the u. So if I say, let's say an example is like upe pran, you might think it's like, oh, what is the name? And then the name is, no, the answer can actually just be, let's say Alexandria pe pran. So u, all it did is just replace the word where it would have been. So if I say nim petafshini and soy, I can say Jesus pentafshini and soy. It is Jesus that looked after me or sought after me. So the idea is, what I'm trying to say is nime to now, this is like nth now, and ash, they and u usually just replace the same location of the noun. So that gives flexibility that we can actually treat them as a noun. In the sense, if I want to say a what, a sort, let's say I want to say a wooden sort, a wooden kind of ship, I would just say oo, so that's an A, ash, a what of kind of ship. So that's how you would put it. So uash imini enjoy. You say in English like what sort of ship, but in Coptic it's more like it kind of say like a wooden sort of ship. So a what or a which sort of ship. You know what I mean? If I want to say what a sort of this man, I want to say, let's say a righteous person, I would say uash imini peperomi. It would be like, let's say a righteous, so udikeos imini peperomi, kind of. You're just replacing it where it would belong. But they're just like where it would come from, but just think of them, that they can replace the things where they belong. Okay, so read the lesson. I'll explain a little bit more with better examples. Here, the examples are a bit more Sahidic, so we'll skip it, but you get the idea that they're flexible. They're not like English where they change the structure of a sentence. They just literally can be anywhere. Second thing is the word for here. Don't worry about it here. The word that we actually did it early in the prayer today is niven. Niven means every, and the way you say it is like when you say every man or everything, you just say hob niven, and this means everything.
I think I saw it in the what do you call the Coptic Agbeya, where
Yeah.
it's especially in the thankful the thankful prayer.
Yeah, the things. Yeah,
Thanksgiving,
and everything concerning everything and for everything.
Yeah.
Probably say niven everything. You want if you also say Psalm 150, you say nifi, niven, which is like let every there's no every here, but every breath praise the name of the Lord. Usually, what comes after is actually plural. So here's an example. This word will be saji. So sajinim will be everything or every word. And then hobnim will be like every. Sorry, not nim. Will be niven. Niven in Bohairic. So every hob niven imponeron. So hob imponeron is like wicked act. So like every wicked act. And usually it is plural. So you see here the mo refers back to hob. Ero refers back to sajinim. So unlike English, actually comes back as plural. By saying when it comes to singular, it's not rare. Another things we have is one. Don't worry about this. It's ⲧⲏ in Bohairic. That's it. And they mean like anyone or anything. So these are two more words we're gonna learn. If I wanna say someone or one, I didn't see anyone, I would say empinau one. That's actually this word is exactly the same Bohairic and Sahidic. So
It's actually can be found in the Ethiopian Hikanos when it says "Oh, unde tayo de hodeni prophetis." Yeah, correct me if I'm right or wrong.
I did not understand what you said. It's a random.
Okay.
It's random. It's a bad pronunciation. It's super Arabized. I'm just kidding. One in here. No, there's a difference between this one and the one that is opposite of M1. Sorry. There is one, which means there is. Remember, that's not it. A similar. There is one, but it's used differently. Here, I did not see anyone. I did not see one. So yes, if you want to say, let's say there is like one hello, so like there is an elder. So like one elder exists somewhere. I did not see a one there. You get it. The next one we have is ehli. Ehli just means like nothing, or also mean anything. So it's the thing. It just means like any in the absolute. So I did not see anything, or I did not give. So empathy, I did not give anything, or he did not give anything. In English, you'd like to say nothing, but the negative is actually taken here, so it's not double negative. And it can also mean like a thing or a one. Read more of the examples. It'll give you a little bit more examples. I don't want to dwell more on this in case la and li are treated differently, but the book should be good enough. Just read it and you'll get it. It's not. And actually, once you do the homework, it'll make a lot more sense. Finally, the last part that I've also seen a lot in hymns is ter. This one is common between both dialects. And the common one you say is teru, teru, or terf. That means all. So if you want to say nieswab teru, that means all saints. For Arabic speakers, actually, there are actually good translation for them in Egyptian. Where did I go? Sorry. So niven is every. That's easy. Means kol. And teru in it's actually still used in Egyptian the same way of the construction, which is say the teru comes after. So in Rome teru. N is here is plural because we look at Sahidic. That would be all men. Cosmos terf. The whole world. So I don't know how to explain this. Yes, the whole world, all of the world, all of the men. So I guess an all of is a good way to explain what teru terf is. And then you just add the pronouns here. Awi echun teru. They came, all of them. So they all came in. In Egyptian, let's actually just say kul something. So هنا الناس كلها العالم كله جم جوه كله. Just means all of them will work for you, or all of something, and I think actually it will work out in English very nicely. Also, there's something we've seen in a lot of writing. I'm not sure about in church writing, but if you say P tirf, that's the all. We saw that in the Gnostic text where it says he created. When he said created everything, he just, rather than saying Chobnim, you're just saying he created the tirf. So he created
The one, yeah, the ones in the Naga Hammadi codices.
Yes.
Yeah.
He would use he created the all. He created, which in Arabic actually say he created kullu, which makes perfect sense. The construction still exists in Egyptian. Okay, that's it. Then we'll do numbers quickly. Just 5 more numbers. The book has a little bit more words. Don't worry about them if we haven't covered them here. Simply because you're not going to see them in the vocab, and we're probably going to see them in much later lessons. Let me switch quickly to numbers. Stop sharing. Five more numbers. I thought we did 5 already. No? We did 5. I think we did 5. Did we do 5? We did 5.
Yeah, we did that.
We did.
2, te, it follows the same construction. Becomes tie, so. It looks like a so, or it looks like it doesn't change as well. Shash, shashfi, shmein, shmeni. Pseti, you see the extra I at the end, and then meti. If you don't remember the numbers, they should just the alphabet in the proper order. And you just put a dash on top, it becomes a number. From 3 upward, we'll follow the same rules. Yeah, nothing here is different. Once you're 3 upward, they're all the same rule. Number, n, so number, n, and then the noun. Nothing here is, let's do some examples for sake of practicing. Timiti mvaki. Let's assume this is a proper text. Mvaki is a good proof that the beta is not an u epsilon or a wow epsilon. Otherwise, you would not have an m, which means it's closer to the v sound than the u sound that the Arabized Coptic pronunciation have. So if this was a waki, you'd have an N, but you have a vaki, so you have an M. So timiti and vaki, the 10 M, because you have a number, cities. P, that would be the, psit, that would be 9. And then in jom, that would be just books, the 9 books. And then P, it's the, so 6. And then Romi is men, the 6 men. Yeah, that's it.
How many time left?
I'm gonna guess it's a merger between sign and miracle and sort and type, because these two this is mine in Sahidic, and this is mine in Sahidic. So it looks like it's a merger of the sound rather than the same word used differently. Just FYI. One more thing in Pekin so evil. In so evil. Yeah. You would likely, so that's for now, you would likely find an evil coming after this in Sahidic and sometime Bohairic. So if you see Impekim to evil, or which is mentioned here, or no evil, they're the same thing. Done. Questions? Kara, say the question.
No, there's no questions.
Okay.
But like, wait. When did we finish this? Like,
When do we what?
قد ايه احنا خلصنا الحصة؟
We finished. We're done.
يا في قد ايه يعني؟
Oh, it took us 1 hour and 15 minutes.
Dang, that's super small.
This one is very short, yes. The homework was short and the lesson doesn't have a big core. Any more questions?
No.
Any more questions?
Just want to check quickly about Niven versus the versus the other word for all.
Yeah.
If Mark doesn't want to do it, I remember Casey. Oh, tear. Oh, I thought you were talking about Niven versus Neem.
Is this what you mean, Ben?
Oh, Niven versus tear. Those two words meaning all or every.
No. This one is every.
Every and tear is all.
So it's like saying every man is here.
Okay.
Then all men are here. They imply the
Okay.
same, but in English even so this one will be Romy, even what's it called? Emnai? And then this one will be me, Romy, no, Emnai. So there's a nuance in the meaning. Everything and all things. Even in English,
Okay.
of course.
I just wanted to check if they can both be used as adjectives as well as nouns, like with when they have n in front of them.
No, like you wouldn't say piniven, no, and you wouldn't say pitirf. This is an exception. Which like the all, like when we
Because
say
you
like,
said the all, so I was wondering if that could happen with Niven.
that's more of a lexicalized, like it's just no, it's just like a one-time thing.
Okay, it's like philosophical sort of.
It's just like it's like a one-time. It's like the all. That's it. Like when you say like, it's like you don't say when you say you can say the all, like the all in all, like you can use it in that sense. But if I want to say like every bottle, I can just say all to imply something that doesn't.
I see. Got it.
Say,
it's not a common thing.
Yeah, only when you see
it's
the
sort
all.
of like a special circumstance. Okay, that makes sense. But normally, when you see those, they would just be used as they're not quite adjectives, or they're sort of pronouns, or what do you think they would be?
I'm not sure what would be the grammar name for them.
But they don't really work like adjectives because a lot of the other adjectives you add they're kind of like demonstratives. I don't know, but because the other adjectives can add an n in front of them and they can turn them for nouns to adjectives, but
yeah, no, not this one. This one is just also the all is an exception. You're gonna see a few things where actually when you add like the f to it, it gives an exceptional meaning. But you're gonna see a few of them eventually. But this is not like a common case. It's like one thing that just became a thing, and but the rest remains the same.
Okay, cool. I remember that on Niven in like the older version is like neb, or just nb for hieroglyphs, and it's basically just a bowl, and it's spelled the same with the same hieroglyph as the word, so the word order actually helps you tell the difference. I think neb and Niven are from the same.
Yeah, I think so.
In case you mentioned it somewhere.
Do you want to go ahead and explain?
The story, as I remember, is that it was just neb generally, and then in Lower Egyptian Bohairic they turned into a doublet, so neb. Over time, that turned to niven, and probably what happened with the beta or the beat with Semitic and Bohairic and is just similar enough sounds that same thing happened to them at the end. So it went from neb to neb to niven, and from neb to nem, or neb to neem.
Makes sense. It's cool that it part of the original sound stays in Bohairic, and even if it isn't in the other dialects, I always like that. But it's interesting that it doesn't. It has more of the sense of every than all.
Yes.
Now, because I guess originally it seemed like it could be all also, but maybe I need to check that. So Interesting.
Remember that Bohairic is a regional language, a smaller regional language, unlike Sahidic, which was like the main, sorry, not language, dialect. Unlike Sahidic was the main dialect. So
Right.
And the smaller you get, like Akhmimic and else, it's like smaller, even smaller regional. So you get to maintain a closer continuity to more ancient Egyptian,
cool.
as it doesn't evolve as fast or as much.
Oh. It's kind of more conservative with some of the spellings and pronunciations.
They're both urban. So Sahidic and Bohairic are urban in the sense that the A's have become like the A's depending on where you're going, or the O. Like they've changed a little bit. Unlike in Akhmimic where you still have the A's everywhere. So you actually say, I remember you say anak, atan, I think. You also
That's an Akhmimic.
say now, you don't say now A, you say now I think I remember seeing this in the Nag Hammadi, in the Gnostic text.
That's cool.
So they
You
still
said that's in Akhmimic or in
we saw it in sub Akhmimic when we were doing the Gnostic text.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so
Great.
but Eric still preserved some of them.
Nice.
Right.
Thanks for explaining. That's it. Yeah, thanks.
Awesome. I'm gonna stop the recording. How do we stop the recording? Is this? Yes, stop.